American. Pancakes. Maple. Syrup. Jam donuts. Creme brulee. Blueberry cream cheese ice cream. A pale green line. The pale green line gradually becomes darker shades of green. It goes on and it becomes purple. It goes on and it becomes lavender. The longer her eyes follow the line, the more her body expands, becoming the room. Be a car. Her arms grow into a steering wheel and into a gear stick. Her legs into a clutch, into a brake, and into an accelerator. It is not going to be easy. You are a little too old and you are a little too cautious. That is no good. I am no good. I am hungover. I went out with my boyfriend last night. You know what? He dresses like you. He wears a bomber jacket I hate it. He wears it because he's a bouncer. But you, why do you wear a bomber jacket? Didn't you say you're an artist? What is it like being an artist? What is it that you do? Do you paint? Have you always known that you become an artist? How do you pay your rent? But I was a car. A man came out. He looked at her and the car. She knew what he was thinking. He was thinking what she was doing in the country driving a Mustang, a white Mustang. He asked her if she would be staying at the cabin for the night. It looks like it's going to rain, he said. It looks like it's going to rain, she said. She drove down to the valley of nothing but rocks and mud. It began to rain. She stopped the car and checked if the roof was firmly closed. She switched the wipers on slowly at first and faster soon after to match the speed of the rain. She looked at her face in the rear-view mirror. My face, bones sticking out here and there, more and more so, years of chewing, years of clenching, years of smoking hot potato, jacket potato. Potatoes will be eaten and gone. She was the host of the party, of course she was. The host was wearing a burgundy smoking jacket. She had an air of confidence. It suited her. She took off her puff. Do you want a tour? A dark chocolate brown door opened to a dark chocolate brown corridor. The dark chocolate brown corridor led to a dark chocolate brown door, which opened to a matching dark chocolate brown room. The dark chocolate brown room opened to yet another dark chocolate brown corridor. The dark chocolate brown corridor led to another dark chocolate brown door, and it opened to a dark chocolate brown room. In the middle of the dark chocolate brown room, a box of Oreo sat. It is the evening of 1999, soon to be 2000. I'm at Charlie's, who has decorated her 2-meter-long table with nothing but a 2-meter-long line of cocaine. I'm a little confused. Charlie, serving Charlie, classy Virgo, bohemian conformist, Scarface. Tony and Charlie don't have much in common. A hungry Cuban refugee, a 20 years old with a trust fund, living in a double-floor flat overlooking the Thames. But it is about money, and money is fantastic. But of course, penguins don't fly. As soon as it gets quiet outside, the child cuts the belly of her money pig open with a Swiss army knife. The Swiss army knife was given to her by the brother of her father, who is a dick. He loves his own voice. All the siblings of her father, in fact, the entire family is a dick. But the Swiss army knife, all her savings fall out. She packs the coins into a black plastic bag. The black plastic bag came with sanitary pads in it. The child does not know it yet, that she will begin to bleed on the same day as her father dies, and from then on she will bleed for the next 9 months. She will learn the fragility of life, mortality. She will learn that death is the only absolute and promised thing in life. The last breath, the transition from the living to the non-living will touch her deeply. Still, it won't make her stop smoking. After helping her mother with the practical stuff, she will fly back to London and she will go and see her GP. The doctor will say there's nothing wrong with her physically. The doctor will say it is likely psychosomatic. The doctor will say she ought to take iron supplements. There, she will think about what a shaman once said. The shaman said she was born to be a shaman and she should become a shaman. The days will go by, the summer will come, she will pack a car, she will drive to Basel, she will do readings by the entrance of a historical building. It will be a super sunny day. She will be wearing her sunglasses. From there, she will drive to Berlin. In Berlin, she will throw up on the street around 6 in the morning. And she will say, fucking North Korean alcoholic blood. When she wakes up sometime in the afternoon, she will pose in front of a graffiti of a penis. She will keep on driving. She will bleed in Münster, Cologne, Antwerp, Brussels, Ghent, Calais, and London. And one winter day, it will stop. After dinner, after brushing her teeth, after saying a good night, after turning the light off, and after covering herself with a duvet, the child switches on a brand new torch. The strongest of all warriors are these two: time, patience. Naturally, a storyteller wants to tell a story or two. A storyteller relies on story listeners. Let's say the storyteller is he. Let's say his name is Billy. Billy the storyteller looks at his companions around the table. Billy is embarrassed. Their loud voice, their good posture. They are just not into you, Billy. Billy feels like he's wasting his time and even life. Billy gets dramatic. Billy thinks it is because he's an Aries, a mixture of fearless warrior and undisciplined child. It is his 37th attempt, and no smoking is not good sometimes. Sometimes Billy pencil draws cigarettes whilst chain chewing gums. He colors each. He holds a mocha paper one, the sixth finger between his index and middle finger. He was a good smoker until he fell in love with an ex-smoker. Billy went to see an acupuncturist who asked him if it hurt anywhere. Billy pointed at his chest. Billy stopped until he re-fell in love with a smoker. Oh, Billy. The same father's semen, the same mother's milk. Our city is invaded by baby chihuahuas. Our rubbish bins are stuffed by empty pizza boxes. We should see more rats, but we don't. We haven't discussed about their absence yet, because we have just woken up in a sci-fi film setting. Our eyes are still crusty. It is hard to think about love. It is hard to write about love. T-shirts, trousers, shoes, jackets. We brush the item that our friends are wearing to exhibit our affection. Some friends have become our lovers, preferably who live within a walking distance. We see more blind people with their sticks, a possible distancing tool. We see more people with 2 dogs, one each side, another distancing tool. We smell more people wearing perfume. They are saying they are here and they are well. Or, again, another distancing tool. The cheaper, the better. We fill our pockets with coins. We hand out to those who ask for a spare change. Our sins wash away. Even Stephen give and take, all the while whispering. Why? 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 The vulva has been in sleep like Snow White after she bit the poisoned apple. The sleep lasted for 1,000 years. The civilization has dawned and gone, and water covered the entire earth. It dreamt many dreams. It shape-shifted many times. A dog in a loving home, a donkey in a less loving home, a human with ever-growing body hair, a glass of warm milk, a paperclip. The tongue stands in the middle of the room. It is taller than I. It is bigger than I. It is better than I. When and if I want to say something, the tongue begins to lower itself. It makes a sound of gargle. The tongue slowly curls up, stretches its mightiness to the highest point. The tongue slowly sways to the left, then to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Its center bends and twists. Its tip rocks back and forth in rhythm, in a slow pace. That is one insensitive nipple. The perky brown thing walks in circle like a queen. It thinks it behaves it, just because it sits on the highest ground, the unbearable, stubborn, spoiled piece of shit. On silk, soft, flawless, exposed, bare, smooth, tanned, glowing, caramel, brown, pale, dark skin. It is another airless hot morning. The climate is climbing, a global problem. We are aging, another global problem. You flew for 200 hours or something, making us all hotter. And now, standing there looking sculptural, I see wet patches under the t-shirt. I sniff. I tongue the sweat-filled armpit. An armpit hair sits between my teeth. Touch, 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 touch me. I wanna be dirty.